Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did not want to go 2 days without uploading. I have been awake for over 24 hours at this point. I have a lot to discuss because I did a thing in that 24 hours, so it wasn't a waste of my time. But we'll get into that in this video. I just wanted to take it kind of easy because, like I said, I've been awake for a very long time, and I did not want to go 2 days without uploading. So I figured Slay the Spire 2 fits that very perfectly, as opposed to like Hollow Knight or Elden Ring or something like that. If you guys do end up liking this video though, make sure you guys do drop a like down below. And if you want to see some more of this type of content, I upload pretty much every single day, so drop a sub. With that being said, I am going to start streaming more consistently over here on YouTube. I'm gonna aim for next week to get down and into a routine of streaming a lot more often. So if you guys are interested in that though, it'll be on this YouTube channel, and I don't have a schedule set up totally fully yet, but I'm gonna get one by next week. Trust me, I plan to do that. So if you guys want to see my VTuber model, if you guys want to interact with me live, I love doing that, by the way. It's really fun. I love interacting with all of you to begin with, but doing it live is way more fun. And if you guys want to see games I don't plan on playing for videos and stuff, make sure you guys do check out those streams whenever I do them. Without wasting any more time, we have a lot to discuss, and we have some Slay the Spire to play. So let's just get right into it. All right, so I just want to discuss some very early things. I finished the new NIKKE event. So I took a little break out of NIKKE. I did not play NIKKE for a little bit. It was like a month, because March, nothing really interesting was happening in March. So I didn't decide to do anything for that month in terms of like playing the game. But truth be told, I still love NIKKE. NIKKE, unironically, if you don't know what NIKKE is, it is a gacha game. NIKKE is unironically in my top 15 games of all time. I love NIKKE. This event, I decided that I was going to finish it. I was going to 100% the event, and I did. I did it, and it took me a very long time because I had zero progress on it. So I booted it up at midnight. It is 3 p.m. I would say a majority of that time was spent doing it, like actively doing the event. So it took me a very long time. I finished it with less than an hour and a half to go on the event itself, which was insane, but I 100% it. I'm going to just say this now. Arcana is without a doubt in my top 5 characters now. Arcana, that event single-handedly made me appreciate that character to the highest level. It is absolutely insane. It is mind-boggling how good Arcana is. And I've always liked Arcana, but this event really highlighted Arcana as a character that I need to be paying way more attention to, because she is fucking awesome. She's so cool. I truthfully, she is, like I said, top 5 character for me, without a doubt. She is just that good of a character. I love Arcana. With that being said, this event and the fact that NIKKE as a game and like Shift Up as a studio can just be putting out events of this caliber, like, this event is in my top 5 in terms of like how much of an event it was and like how good it was. It is in my top 5. My top 5 is stacked in terms of NIKKE events. The bar is insanely high. This event was fucking awesome. It was so good. Like, there's no other way of describing it other than if they end up doing the whole thing where they bring it back or whatever, or like you can always go and do it with like the reels or whatever in the outpost. 1,000,000% go do it. It is so worth it. It was such a good event. I don't regret staying up and doing it. I don't. Like, I really don't. This event, this is up there with like Overzone. It's up there with See You Again. It's up there with fucking I don't know what were some other banger events. It's up there with the Red Hood event. It's up there with fucking it's up there with the Annie events too, like Goddess Fall and all that. It's up there, man. It really is. It is an insanely good event, and the fact, like I said, the fact that it's free is mind-boggling. How the fuck are you putting that much content into one singular limited time event and not like just going broke? I don't get it. I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I don't know how they're doing it, but it is one of the best events they've ever done. And honestly, when I wake up tomorrow, I'm going to look back on it. It might be 3. It might be top 3. Other than that, though, I just want to, like, once again clarify, I don't always play NIKKE. Like I said, I do take breaks here and there, but if there's a game that, like, drags me back into it, it's always NIKKE. Like, truth be told, NIKKE is just that game. It drags me back in, and I never complain. I really don't. It's just, it's insane how good of a game NIKKE is. Like, NIKKE, unironically, for being a fucking gacha game that most people look at and they're like, this is just just a goon game. For a game that most people probably don't even, like, second glance at because of that, like, sort of gameplay loop and stuff, they're missing out on one of the best stories and some of the best character development I've ever seen in a game. And that's not a joke. I am not joking either. Like, the amount of care that they put into the characters and stuff, at least for a vast majority of them, in terms of, like, how well made they are, it's incredible. Like, there's no other way of describing it. It is simply incredible how they are able to do that. Like I said, I always liked Arcana, right? Like, Arcana is a good character. Like, let's get that right. I'm not slandering Arcana, but this event single-handedly made her in my top 5. Like, that's how good this event was, especially for like just giving Arcana a platform to stand on. You know what I mean? Like, she was already a really great character, even more so now. It's just incredible what they did with her character in this event. Absolutely insane. Other than talking about NIKKE and stuff, there is a new character coming out. I think literally it'll be after this video goes up, but I'll be in bed. The character's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Their kit doesn't sound very interesting at all. Most people are kind of under the assumption it's not going to be a meta character by any stretch of the imagination. And from what I can tell, yeah, it's not going to be a meta character. And I mean, not every character needs to be, so I think it's fine. But I do kind of wish that the character was a bit better than they actually are. I will say, though, just hold out for the Annie, because the Anise overspec is finally coming out, and I ended up actually seeing that the voice actress for Anise in the English dub actually was like, yeah, so I cried literal tears recording these voice lines, so I am anticipating amazing things out of this Annie event and out of this Anise event, and just like the Anise overspec in general. I cannot wait. I really can't. I genuinely cannot wait. So I'll be very excited for that. Man, I misplayed, but oh well. In regards to some other stuff, I'll do a quick run of probably defect or something, I don't know. But in regards to some other stuff that I've mentioned in the past, and I've gotten some more clarification on, the Dead by Daylight PTB I think is out. It looks to be pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I think the changes for hand agreed. I think the changes are very healthy for, like, diminishing returns. I think that shit is insanely healthy. I think that is one of the best changes that they've ever made, just in terms of like how well I think that will go in the long run of things. I think it could be their best change in a very long time. It is incredible how good of a change that actually is. In regards to some other stuff, I think the Doctor buff was literally like, why is it there? It was nothing. The Demogorgon buff actually didn't seem to be terrible, shockingly, but you know, again, it meh. The Ghostface stuff I saw was pretty meh as well. Why is it there? I don't know. And then they proceeded to also end up, I think they ended up nerfing Ghostface's, like, one of his best add-ons or something, and it comes off as being like, why is he even here then? So it felt a bit odd, to say the least, to see the Ghostface stuff alongside the Doctor stuff, because they weren't anything special, to be honest with you. It doesn't really fix anything. It doesn't make them broken. It doesn't make them super good. The Blight changes, I will say, are insanely healthy. I think that the Blight changes keep him in the S tier, top 2 in the game. That doesn't change. The only thing that does change is, like, people are gonna actually have to learn how to use his power more efficiently, as opposed to sort of just being brain dead and getting a lot of good games out of it. You actually have to try to play the killer at a decently high level. Some other stuff, I ended up seeing that Wesker got some changes. They were fine, I guess. It wasn't anything crazy, but you know, it works. Don't get me wrong. I think the changes are good, but do they fix Wesker from like what they did to him previously? No, that just comes from needing to literally change the way that his character is coded, which the reason that he is the way that he is due to a coding thing where they intentionally coded him in a new way or something, and it doesn't work, at least to the effect that I think that behavior probably wanted. So it doesn't work. It makes him better, but like he wasn't bad. It was just not fun to play, and he's still gonna not be fun to play. Is basically like the way that I see it. So I don't think I'll pick him back up. I don't think I'm gonna play more Wesker in the future unless they like actually change the way that he gets played, in the sense of like the way that he's coded, make him more satisfying, less Oni-ified, if that makes sense. And if they can do that, I'll go back to Wesker. But until then, I did not see what they were doing with what's his name, with Springtrap and all that. I don't know what they're doing with him, so I can't really speak on the Springtrap changes because I genuinely have no idea what they're doing with him. So I'm hoping that they're good changes. I really am, but honestly, I have no idea. I think it involved his cameras or something, but does it really change anything? I don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't. I think increasing interactivity with his power as a, like, from a survivor standpoint is healthy, and I think it should be encouraged. But at the same time, you know, how do you make that like actually work in like the long run? I have no idea. So we'll have to see if those changes are any good. There were a couple different ones in there that I saw, but I don't remember off the top of my head because I'm tired, and this video is going to be very rushed. It's going to be very chaotic in the sense of how I'm sort of going about it. But I didn't want to go 2 days without uploading because that seemed to be pretty bad, and I don't want to develop that habit. So I figured, you know, fuck it. I'll just make a video. I'll suffer from tiredness, I guess. I don't know. It's nothing new. So I guess we'll finish out this run, and then I'm gonna end the video, and that'll be it. 6 HP. I didn't have any defense cards. Oh well. Like I said, this video is gonna be very rushed, and I do apologize if the video ends up being a lot shorter than I imagined. Like I said, I'm trying to get the video out. So if you guys did end up liking this video, make sure you guys do drop a like down below. And if you want to see some more of this type of content, I upload pretty much every single day, so drop a sub. With that being said, though, if you guys do want to check out my stream, like I said, next week I'm going to be a lot more on top of it. I'm going to make a schedule, and I'm actually going to adhere to it, and I'm going to make sure I fulfill that, as I did not in the last week, and also this week. I really haven't been fulfilling it, so I'm going to make a new schedule that's a lot more workable for me, and hopefully is a lot more workable for all of you. So if you guys want to check out my stream, it's going to be here on this YouTube channel. It'll have my VTuber model. I'll also be playing games that I don't normally play on my channel, and you guys get to interact with me live. I love that, by the way. I love interacting with all of you already. Doing it live is just infinitely more fun. I love doing it. So if you guys want to interact with me, we can have conversations. We could do this, we could do that. Make sure you guys do pop into those streams when I do them. With that being said, though, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see all of you later.